Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are making peach cobbler cinnamon rolls. Absolutely ooey gooey delicious. Before we begin, if you're new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed today's recipe, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let's jump right into the recipe. Okay guys, before we begin, all of the ingredients will be listed down below. So I am going to pour some warm milk to a bowl. Also, I have some melted butter that I'm going to pour in there. The butter is unsalted. And now I am going to be adding some sugar. Give that a nice stir. Next, we're going to add the yeast. Pour that in. Give that a stir for about 2 minutes, okay? Because you need the yeast to activate with the sugar. So I'm going to give that a stir for about 60 to about 2 minutes. Okay, stir it. Next, we have the flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. I am going to add the salt in there. If you are using salted butter, just skip the salt part. And I'm going to mix that together and make sure to sift your flour first, okay? Then I am going to gradually pour the flour into the milk and the butter. Now you're going to stir everything together as you're pouring your flour. Now the dough will be extremely soft. It's not going to be doughy right away. So keep stirring it for about 5 minutes and it's gonna get stickier as the time goes by. As you can see, it's more firm now. Now I am going to transfer it to a bigger bowl. I am going to spray the bowl, or you can add some butter or oil. So that way the dough doesn't stick on the bowl when you're ready to pour it out. And then I am going to pour the dough in the bowl, cover it, and place it into a dark place, a dark, warm place. Now I'm going to let this proof for about 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. It's up to you guys, but 1 hour should be enough for you. Now the dough is twice as big as the size it was before. So I'm going to remove it to a clean countertop. You are going to add some flour and then pour the dough on there. You can use a rolling pin to spread out your dough, or you can just use your hands. Once you're done spreading out your dough, you have it to your desired size, you are going to add some butter to it. Make sure to leave the butter out so it can be nice and soft. Just leave it out as you making this, or you can pop it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. And spread out the butter all over the flour. Next, I am going to grab a separate bowl. I am going to pour some dark brown sugar in there, as well as some cinnamon powder. Mix that up together just like that. Now I'm going to sprinkle the cinnamon and the sugar on top of the dough. Now you can grab your peaches and cut them into small pieces. You can cut them smaller if you want, but this is how I cut mine. I am going to spread them all over the dough and just roll the dough with the peaches. Now, how you roll the dough, basically you are going to roll it over, tuck it in, roll it over, tuck it in. Use your thumb to help you tuck the dough, okay? Because you don't want it to be too loose. Now that you are done, it's time to cut the cinnamon rolls. You can use a pizza cutter or a knife, but I am using a cooking twine to cut it. Basically, I like to mark them first so I can have them the exact same size. It's not going to be fully exact, but close enough. Now you're going to grab your baking dish, add some butter to it, and place your cinnamon rolls in there. I did ended up using a smaller baking dish because this was too big. So yeah. As you guys can see, the peaches are already getting juicy, and try your best to cut them as fast as possible. Now, I am going to proof this once more. What I do, I cut them, place them into the baking dish and cover it with a towel, and then I turn on my oven for like 1 minute just to make sure it has a little bit of heat in there. Then turn it off and place a towel on top of my cinnamon rolls and place them in the oven. You get it, just to get that heat, okay, so it can proof faster. And then about 40 minutes to an hour, this is what we have, nice and big, or twice as big as it was before. And I am going to actually bake it this time. I'm going to bake it on 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. And once it's done, this is the final result. Yes, now I am going to make my favorite icing. I love cream cheese icing. So how I do it, make sure to place your cream cheese out so it can be nice and soft. So room temperature, and then you want to place it to a bowl, add your powdered sugar and some evaporated milk, or you can use a little bit of whole milk, as well as your vanilla, and give that a stir. You can use a hand mixer if you like, or you can just use a fork, but mine wasn't fully thawed out. That's why I'm using, because it was a little lumpy. I don't know if you can see it, but you guys, this is the recipe. I just drizzled the cream cheese icing on there. I am a sweet tooth when it comes to cinnamon rolls, and this right here you got to try if you love sweet. Okay, if you love cinnamon rolls by itself and you got to try this. Okay, this is peach cobbler cinnamon rolls. It's bomb. It's 10 out of 10. Would recommend. The cinnamon rolls were so fluffy and so soft. As you can see, it's kind of like bread-like, but it's like better, okay? You guys, the icing was on point. Everything was just on point. It was so tasty. You see how fluffy and bouncy it is. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try this out. It does take a long time to make, but the outcome is just wow. All you need is some ice cream and you're good to go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Please be sure to like it for me. If you enjoy, we finally at 1,000,000 subscribers. There will be a special video for that very soon, and there will be a giveaway too, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.